Okay, this is Kaypacha with the weekly Pele report for November 23rd of 2016. And I got to get going here because people could come any minute. This is the Kulan waterfall. And it's a very popular tourist destination. There's people behind me. I got here a little early in the morning. It's amazing. Let's get into the astrology of the days here. Right now, yep, moon goes into Libra on Wednesday, stays there until Saturday, moves into Scorpio. Oh yeah, okay, moving through that Scorpio until Monday, moves into Sagittarius. And of course we have what then? The new moon at 7 degrees 43 minutes of Sagittarius is happening. Yeah. Right then and there on Tuesday. Let me go across this rickety little bridge here for you. Oh yeah. But the big things that I want to talk about today, pretty simple. Mercury conjunct Saturn. Yeah, Wednesday. Same day as Lilith is trine to Chiron. Jupiter squares Pluto Thursday, tomorrow, by the time you get this, yeah. And then the big one is on Friday. Venus is conjunct Pluto. You can see all of these, you know, right there where I post that chart at the beginning of the, you know, at the beginning of the report. So here we are, we're coming up. This whole time, of course, Jupiter square Pluto is big. Saturn trine Uranus. Saturn's going to be trine Uranus for a long, long, long time. But here we made it to the waterfall. Yeah, baby. Let me find a good spot to sit down and talk to you about this one. All right. Okay. Well, this place is getting swamped with millions of people, more and more every minute. You might be able to see the Buddhist monks over there on the rock. There's a bunch of people going to be going swimming. I got a couple of people having a picnic behind me, and you know, this is just kind of the way it is here in these Southeast Asia and Bali. There's just a lot of people. A lot of people everywhere. It's beautiful. Amazing, wonderful people. I'm going to try to like concentrate, but this is not going to be like the most together Pele report that there has ever been, because, you know, I like to like meditate and chill out, and, you know, I got the rushing water. I hope you can hear me, and you know, life is complex these days, man. But the big couple of things, you know, that I just really wanted to talk about is the mantra today, what that is about, you know, and as you could see at the chart at the beginning, you know, it's Mercury, okay, coming around, finishing, closing, completing, you know, a whole Mercury-Saturn cycle. You know, it takes a little more than a year. And then Venus coming around, finishing, closing, completing a Venus-Pluto cycle. Yeah, that takes about a whole year. This is the balsamic conjunctions. So this is a turning point. It's like a new moon. So it's a new Mercury-Saturn. This one is in Sag. It's a new Venus-Pluto. You know, this one is in Capricorn. And I just kind of want to talk about what that symbolizes and what that means. Saturn, Chronos, Father Time, is about maturity, commitment, form, structure. Mercury's my left brain, thinking, communication. When these two come together, it's time for serious, Saturnian, grown-up thinking, communication, overcoming blocks. But I want to talk more about attitude and not just attitude, but truth. Sagittarius is natural law and nature. And the laws governing nature as being a guide for giving the human, being a sense of connection, a sense of purpose, a sense of meaning that serves to inspire us to further future action and to evolve and expand our consciousness and open to ever greater and greater realities. Yeah, baby. So it's time to get serious about expansion and about truth and about nature. So that's awesome. I'll come back to that because I want to talk about Venus conjunct Pluto. And this has to do, and it's in the sign of Capricorn, ruled by Saturn. Capricorn is authority, power, integrity. It's the law. So Sag is natural law, and Capricorn takes natural laws and makes human laws, for better or for worse. I feel them coming. Oh my God. And Saturn, and this whole Sagittarius, Saturn's there until the end of 2017. The migration of peoples, expansion through foreign lands, foreign countries, foreign politics, foreign journeys, foreign languages. This is about expanding into all things foreign. Mars still in Aquarius, going into the unknown. But I really want to relate so much of this. Let's get back to the Venus-Pluto, because Venus is my values, my love, my sensuous physical abilities, to connect with my body, to connect with Earth, to connect with money, to connect with other people. The feminine force wants connection and wants love. And when it comes around to Pluto, my backpack is falling over, man. Shit. Interruption to the Pele report. Oh my God. Is that gonna do it? No. Oh God. Come on, man. Give me a break here. I don't know. Adjustment. Time for adjustment. Jupiter in its third quarter square to Pluto. The third quarter square has to do, with crisis in consciousness. And adjustment according to what's coming at us from other people, from the outside world. And like I said before, everything's above the horizon, above from Libra to Pisces, for the next 3-4 months. It's social, external, a lot of stuff going on out there where we can feel like, whoa, things are happening to me. But the main thing I want to get to today, before my backpack falls over, and before I run out of batteries on my camera, is I want to liken human evolution to explain this mantra, to a mango tree. Or any tree, or any cycle, really. And that cycle starts out with a seed. And that seed spreads out its roots. And what does it do? It sucks in the minerals, the water. It grows. It receives. It's all about me, receiving, starting out. I need a lot. And then it sprouts leaves, and it grabs the sunlight, and it makes some chlorophyll, and it grows a trunk, and it gets bigger, and it's all about sucking in energy, drawing it in, and then it grows bigger and bigger and bigger. until it's established itself. And then it starts to blossom. Beautiful little blossoms. And those little blossoms turn into mangoes. And it takes time. And it's still drawing in. And it's preparing its fruit. Expanding those mangoes, man. And then, as it matures, it gives all of its mangoes to the world. We pick the mangoes, we eat the mangoes fall from the tree and make other little baby mango trees. But it's about giving up the fruit. It gives up the fruit. Now in the tropics, the tree doesn't die, but let's say it's an apple tree up north or something, you know. A lot of these fruit trees, then they slumber. They don't die, but they go into winter, yeah? And this is just like a life cycle. You can think of the medicine wheel, yeah? East, south, west, north, rites of passage, moving through the cycles of life, through the birth in the east, yeah, the childhood down there in the south, the maturity in the west, and the old age in the north. Well, Capricorn and Sagittarius, you know, Capricorn is like the north, the old north wind, the old man with the beard. Cold. It's cold on that mountaintop. And so it's about maturity. Yeah? And Sagittarius, you know, is about this truth. The other thing I thought about these is both of them are dual signs. Sag is half man, half horse, and Capricorn is half goat, half fish. Very interesting combination. But I don't want to get too sidetracked. I'm on the fruit tree here. Look at a human life. A human life, there's a time to receive, to suck up, to draw in. Yeah? And so like when we come into this world, especially our first Saturn cycle till we're 28, 29, you know, we're really in this place of sucking it in. Listening, learning, educating ourselves, going to school, you know, growing, pulling it. We're a little bit of a drain on our parents, you know, financially and whatever, time-wise. We're kind of about ourselves, I, me, my, as we grow big, strong trunks. And then we have our own kids in our 30s or whatever, you know, and around midlife, Uranus opposite Uranus, Neptune square Neptune. We come into this midlife transition and we are big trunks. And then we start to blossom our fruit and our business and our bank accounts and our families, and it grows, yeah, through the 40s, yeah, into the 50s, and then we have our second Saturn return. And it's time to let go of the fruit. It's time to give it up. It's time to serve and sacrifice and move on. And yeah, and then what? Winter comes. And it's time to find our strength within. Prepare to die. Connect. Yeah? You know, slumber. It's all inside. It's not about controlling the world or being controlled by the world. Yeah? It's about really finding that strength, power, wisdom, love within. And I think that we're in this phase now, and I think we're even in it collectively, okay, where it's time to grow up, it's time to mature. Maybe humanity is in its midlife crisis, where, you know what, our trunk is strong enough. We have enough. We have sucked out Mother Nature, Gaia, enough. Yeah? It's time for us to blossom. It's time for us to fruit. It's time for us to give back. Yeah? It's time for us to contribute to the planet, to each other. And then it's time to mature and find our strength within, where we're not looking, yeah, okay, to suck, yeah, to draw from substances, from other people, relationships, you know, through money and materialism and drugs and alcohol and sex and I, me, my. And the thing is, we can get lost and we can get distracted because it feels good. I know, I like to feel good, yeah, and it's a beautiful planet. And this isn't just a life cycle, this is a yearly cycle, this is a monthly cycle. But now with Venus coming to Pluto, Mercury coming to Saturn, this is really a time, you know, and like I say in the mantra, you know, that, you know, this is about, you know, evolving or not. And when we look at evolution, evolutionary astrology says that the soul has two primary desires that form the basis of all other desires, choices, decisions. One is to separate from the source that created us, and the other is to return to the source that created us. And every decision that we make, every choice we make, in every job, every relationship, whether we're going to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, or not, yeah, boils down to, do you want to return to the source, or do you want to continue to separate? Are you like growing like a child, okay, drawing in, sucking more, wanting more, being subjective and narcissistic, yeah, with this self-orientation? Or are you now ready, yeah, you know, to return to source and to return that which I have matured and grown, my art, my music, my intelligence, my creativity? This is like a super powerful time to move into creating a new paradigm. And like I say, every choice, and we make many choices every day, is taking us towards one direction or another. And Black Moon Lilith is still in Scorpio, and she's still teaching us how to come to closure and how to let go and not stay here or remain here or get stuck, yeah? Because our body feels good and we're hedonistic and we're all into, you know, Arcturian, sensuous, beautiful lusciousness. But Venus is love and money, yeah? Coming into Pluto is dying to the old way. We will never love the same. We need to redefine what love is to us, what money is to us, what we value, what sex is to us. And we need to come into a more mature acceptance, yeah? And become more self-sufficient, self-sustaining. 2017 is going to be awesome for that. Saturn trine Uranus, like all year. Super awesome year to become self-sufficient, sovereign, autonomous, and find your strength, your power, your love in spirit. Return to source, connect it, and then generate love on this plane rather than looking for it. Give it rather than sucking it, yeah? Generously offer it. Yeah, baby. So the mantra for this week, yeah? Oh, man. With every choice I make, my spirit and soul are there. Ultimately, I am deciding to evolve or to remain right here. Do we want to stagnate, or do we want to be like that waterfall and move that energy? Yeah? Stagnating pools breed mosquitoes. Don't be a mosquito breeder, man. Move on. Evolve. Mature. Give your fruit. Give it up. All right, one more time. With every choice I make, my spirit and soul are there. Ultimately, I am deciding to evolve or stay right here. May you evolve and move on, baby. Namaste. Aloha. So much love.